What's going on, Safemoonarmy, Safemoon family? Thanks again for showing up for another video. If you are new to this channel or you have not subscribed, please subscribe, smash that like button, share this video with all your friends. Just so you know, I'm not a financial advisor. Anything you hear or see in this video is not financial advice. On today's show, it's going to get bonkers. We're going to go over what happened at the AMAs on Sunday, the possibilities of staking Safemoon, the price, whales, and the latest news in Safemoon, so strap in because here we go. Okay, before we get started in today's show, I want to give a shout out to the Adam Bergman Show. He is a YouTuber. He is a personality on Twitter. He allowed me to come onto his Twitter space. It was a great time. If you want to check it out, you can head on over to Adam Bergman's show on YouTube and listen to the space that I was on Sunday at noon. He does one every Sunday at noon, so head on over there and check out his Twitter space this coming Sunday. All right, now let's go on over to Twitter and see what Safemoon tweeted out about the AMAs. I was there during the AMAs, but I'm just going to give you a breakdown of what Safemoon said that happened in regards to the Safemoon wallet. Here are their updates. Multi-wallets are now going to be a part of the new update. Private key imports and a 24 seed phrase developments are completed, so it means you'll be able to have multiple wallets now. We're agile and able to move quickly, but emerging tech takes time, so they're saying we are doing our best. Lots of new tokens and pairings are incoming for the wallet. This is great. Now let's check this out. Safemoon, when it comes to the V2 status update, they're working on making it a seamless, simple experience. 2-click consolidation process. Also a web swap option available. This is something I mentioned in my last show, and it's currently finished even through the third parties. They are done there as well, and it's in the final Q&A process and could release at any time. Now let's jump on over to the community question, and this is one of the most important things that I think came from the AMAs yesterday. The community question to Safemoon was, what are your e-commerce plans? This was how John Caroni responded to it. He said e-commerce is the lifeline of Safemoon, lots of focus on it. New product pipeline coming in 2022, hashtag Safemoon Sunday. Just remember what he said. Lifeline of Safemoon is e-commerce to them. If you go over to my slideshow, which I brought up about a month ago, and I said that this marketplace e-commerce hub system of Safemoon is super important. It was just a shot in the dark. It's turning out that more and more information is coming out, and it's pretty much validated as this ecosystem is coming more and more into fruition. All right, now we're going to jump into something else, and this is where the show goes totally bonkers, but I figured I would get into it with you guys so we can have a little bit of fun. Now we're going to get into what staking is. So what is crypto staking? So are you wondering what staking means in crypto? Well, staking is a process that includes delegating your crypto assets to support a blockchain network and check transactions. The blockchain platform motivates stakers by rewarding them with digital tokens based on how many coins that they have locked up. If a cryptocurrency you own allows staking, you can gradually earn a reward when some of your holdings are staked. So this is a way that you can make money by allowing your cryptocurrency to be staked in a certain area. Other people may use it on a blockchain to make money, and it says the reason why crypto staking rewards are earned is that the cryptocurrency is put to work by the blockchain. Crypto that allows staking uses proof of stake, which is a way to make sure all transactions are secured and verified without a payment processor or bank in the middle. So if we fly over here to the Apy calculator that I had set up, and if you put in $1,000, the average staking interest rate is 8%. If you left it in there for 1 year, if you look down here, you would gain $80. So by the end of the year, you would have $1,080. Now, how does this pertain to Safemoon? Well, let's jump into that right now. Guess who this is? This is Scott Paul. Scott Paul is currently the CEO of Woolly, a platform for word-of-mouth commerce. Prior to Woolly, Scott was a VP of product at Disney after his startup company was purchased by Maker Studios. That was Disney in 2015. He was also an advisor to Scan that sold to Snapchat that same year. In 2014, Scott exited his first company called Armor Active, which produced hardware for tablets such as the iPad. He is also an angel investor with deals in more than 40 Utah companies, including Neighbor, Prenda, Freeplay, Volley, and Nami Health. Okay, so now we know a little bit about Scott Paul, but let's dive in a little bit deeper. If you head on over to scottspost.com, check out the About section on him. It says, who is Scott Paul? Scott Paul is an entrepreneur, angel investor, YouTuber, hairfluencer dedicated to helping those around him to build the best businesses and lives possible. Let's jump over to his Twitter. If you read here on Scott Paul's Twitter, it says he is a YouTuber at Life with Scott. He loves Teslas, and he's a human who wants to live in a world where Safemoon is the reserve currency. All right, and if you scroll down here, you can see a little bit more of a connection with Safemoon. This is Scott Paul, and he is with John Caroni at the NYC NFT conference. So this is some more connections between John Caroni and Scott Paul. I'm going to jump away from Scott Paul really briefly. I'll get back to it, but just hang in there. Just start remembering everything that I threw out there. Let's go on over to this tweet that I covered a couple days ago from the Safemoon Hound. It says, you want V2, you will get V2. In fact, you will get a beefed up V2 and no cost of Safemoon to consolidate. A V2 that allows Safemoon to make big partnerships and keep up with the big ecosystem plans. Okay? Beefed big partnerships. Keep that in your mind. Now let's get back to Scott Paul. If you go over to Scott Paul's YouTube page, Life with Scott, you can see him dressed up like a cow here, and on his chest it says go to beefy.com. If you go to beefy.com, you see this anime girl hugging a cow. What does that have to do with anything? And if you look down here, it says continue to beefy.finance. Okay, so this is beefy.finance, and what exactly is beefy.finance? Beefy.finance is the multi-chain yield optimizer. Well, what is a multi-chain yield optimizer? Guys, hang in there with me. I know this is getting crazy deep. If you jump over to the explanation of what a multi-chain yield optimizer is, you can see that Beefy is a decentralized multi-chain yield optimizer platform that allows users to earn compound interest on their crypto holdings. Beefy offers phantom users an ever-growing number of vaults in which one can stake either popular liquidity pool tokens available on other DeFi protocols supporting Phantom and popular single tokens, including the platform tokens for many of the DeFi protocols listed on this page. Beefy optimizes earnings for users by auto compounding and implementing smart contract-based investment strategies. Tokens may be unstaked from the vaults at any time through a set of investment strategies secure and enforced by smart contracts. Beefy Finance automatically maximizes the user's reward from various liquidity pools, automated marketing making projects, and other yield farming opportunities in the DeFi ecosystem. Okay, so now we're getting crazy here. Remember when we talked about staking, we talked about Scott Paul, we talked about Scott Paul being friends with John Caroni, we talked about the FUD Hound saying that we're getting a beefed up version of V2. As you can see, this word beef is coming up a little bit. Now we just learned about what Beefy Finance is. Well, let's go back to the Beefy Finance page and check out what exactly Beefy Finance does and why this is so astronomically insane. If we go over to Beefy Finance, the app, and you would just want to check out what kind of crazy APY you would be gaining on your tokens if you listed it on Beefy.finance, you could scroll through some of these numbers here. Look at this particular APY on this token pairing. It is 428% APY by just putting in your tokens on this particular platform. If you scroll down here and you check out more, this one's 646% APY just by staking your tokens on this platform. This is absolutely insane. Can you imagine gaining reflections and a 400 plus APY by staking your tokens on the Beefy Finance application? That would be astronomically insane. The amount of money you would be generating, the possibilities are insane. I know there's been a lot of talk about this. Now, during the AMAs yesterday, they were asked if Safemoon planned on allowing staking with the token. John Caroni didn't come out and say no. He just asked the question, why would they do something like that? Technically, Beefy.finance isn't called staking. We went over it. It's called a multi-chain yield optimizer. So it's not exactly staking, but it's similar to staking. And that's why I wanted to bring this up. But if this is a true partnership, this is going to be another huge development in the world of Safemoon. This is absolutely bonkers. This is crazy. I know that was a lot to go over and a lot to think of, but here's one more thing I wanted to throw out there just to bring it all back together. If you go back over to Life with Scott during NYC NFT, he was in a taxi ride with John Caroni. During that taxi ride, he gave a $100 bill to the taxi driver. He said, put it in Safemoon and then stake it and make it. That's why all this stuff about staking and Safemoon has been coming up recently. I'm trying to give you the connections, what you need to know. This is crazy if all this this stuff comes out to be true. And if you go back over to Scott Paul's Twitter page, you could see that he is a big fan of Beefy.finance. He has it circled here. He said, "We got this." That is also said a lot by John Caroni. We got this. We got this. As you could see, I think that they are partnering with Beefy Finance, and the V2 update will now allow you to do so. And I also want to blow your minds a little bit. Let's go back to that APY calculator. If you had an annual interest rate of 320% and you invested $1,000, at the end of 1 year, you would have $4,200. You would gain $3,200 in just interest alone. And if you left it in there longer than a 1 year period, just with $1,000 investment of Safemoon, you could see that if it continued to keep that 320% APY, within 3 years, you would have accumulated $687,000 just by holding it in the Beefy Finance system. This is crazy, guys. And I know this is all hypothetical and there's lots of different factors that'll come in here, so this could be completely off, but you can see the potential that this has to be astronomically huge for Safemoon. Let's get on the price. Okay, this is where we're currently sitting at price. If you scroll down here, you can see we still have a little bit of a downward trend over the last 24 hours. I suspect that's because people were thinking that V2 would be released, but it hasn't been yet, so we're still on a little bit of a downturn. If you scroll down here, the 30 days, we're still up over 88%. The overall feeling of Safemoon is really good. If you check out the market cap, we are currently over $2 billion in market cap, and for the trading volume, we're over $9 million in trading volume. If we head on over to check out the top 100 cryptocurrencies, Safemoon is currently sitting at number 84. Now, if we fly on over to whalewatchers.finance, you can see that we're up 4,000 new holders in the last 24 hours. And if you look down here, you can see the humpback whales are down $251,000. The whales are only up a little bit by $3,000. And if you check over here at circulating supply, you can see the top 10 own less than 6%. You can see the top 50 own less than 10%. And you can see the top 100 own less than 12%, which is really, really good. The whale dominance is continuously reducing, which is great. Now, if we jump on over to Twitter and go to Safemoon Warrior's Twitter page, he tweeted this out. The ABC Summit starts today. Awards will take place tomorrow, November 16th, and John Caroni will be speaking November 17th. Everyone is suspecting that this is when John Caroni is going to drop the news that the V2 will be released, is at the AIBC Summit. So let's keep our fingers crossed, and that's right before he talks. So that would be some great news that everyone has been waiting for. All right, guys, that's my show for today. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, subscribed. If you hated it, subscribed. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Smash that like button. Share this with all your friends, and I'll see you in the next video.